everybody, it's Kelly, and today I'm scrapping a couple of photos of my grandson's concert. And I'm going to use this piece of green cardstock as the base for my layout because what I'm going to do here is place down a bunch of paper strips. That plaid paper there is from Simple Stories Hello Fall. It's the sweater weather paper. And I just decided to do something with more kind of I guess scraps, really. That blue is not exactly a scrap, but or it's a big piece of scrap anyway. And then I'm using the sweater weather paper again. This is the reverse side. This is the orange dot side of that. I think this is the B side, but I don't remember that for sure. It's been a while since I scrapbooked this. All right, then I'm going to use this green paper, which is also from Hello Fall, and it's called Celebrate Fall. Most of what I use on this layout, at least from a paper, well, paper and embellishment in general, most of it tends to be from Hello Fall. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of looking at this, trying to decide where I want the green paper to go and how big it's going to be. Hey everybody, just so you know, and I think I've said this in a previous video, I'm not still sick by the time you see this. I'm recording it right before New Year's when I was fighting a really bad cold. But I wanted to get these up and ready to go for you, so I just decided to persevere and talk anyway. So excuse the coughing, but talking makes me cough. So anyway, I was pointing to my scissors there, and the reason I was pointing to that is at that point I had just gotten the Glitter Girl scissors, which I love that. All right, and I was counting there, and the reason I was doing that is I was showing you that I'd used 4 different pieces of pattern paper on one layout. Now I have that nice blue dot washi tape there. That is from K & Company, and I'm going to use that as a border in a couple of different spots here to border some of the separations between the two papers. A lot of times when I do this, I want the join between the two papers either covered with something or somehow so that they don't end so abruptly. They blend together a little bit differently, I guess, is the reason why I'm saying that. I'm not quite sure why, but anyway. So this is a great navy dot washi tape to do that. All right, so there are the photos of my grandson in his class, and I'm going to have to trim them both down. One is a close-up, one is a little bit further away, just to get them on this page. And I've put that 3x4 card in there, and that I'm using that right now so that I can decide how far I need to trim those. It's not going to be 3x4 by the time I'm done. So that card is from the Simple Stories Hello Fall 3x4 journaling card elements. And then I had this sheet of chipboard from Bella Boulevard. It's old. It's definitely been around for quite a few years. And there's pieces of it that I'm having a problem using. And I just saw an opportunity to use an owl here. And I was thinking about using a second one, but I didn't. So that orange owl that's going to stay about right where it is right now is from Bella Boulevard Finally Fall. It's the Icons Chow Chip. And I think that probably is at least 4 years old, if not older. I don't know that. Sometimes I didn't write that down. Sometimes I'll write down how old products are when I use them, but I did not. All right, so I decided to take that chipboard all off, and now I'm working with the Simple Stories die cut pack, the Hello Fall die cut pack. It's called the Simple Stories Bits and Pieces pack, and I found that arrow that I like that says Bushels of Fun, and then I'm using that banner there. That banner says Falling for You, and then I found a little heart brad there that, well, it's got a heart on it, and that's from the Hello Fall collection. It's the self-adhesive brads. I love those things because you don't have to stick them in. And then I wanted to use up some of these leaves on this project because these came from a Freckled Fawn grab bag and I haven't used them yet. So these are the leatherette leaves. I think I actually got them after fall was over last year and after I was done scrapping the photos. So I wanted to make sure that I got them used this fall, at least some of them. So they're kind of cool. They feel a little bit like leather because they're called leatherette. So I'm going to use 2 up there and I'll use them in a couple of other spots as well too. I'm just getting my photos down here so that those are not shifting around on me as I'm trying to decide what to do. And then I find 2 more of those leaves here and I'm going to put those above that little bushels of fun die cut there. And then I'll glue that one down. And then get that brad on there. I am going to pop up that arrow there because that cluster didn't have any dimension in it yet. So the brad is in the top one and then the owl will be in the bottom one. So then I decided to use the foam tape to help pop up that arrow so there's dimension in that cluster as well. All right, so now I've gone off on a little search because I need to find some letters for my title here. And I totally forgot this and I didn't write this down. But this was a challenge that, I don't remember who, I remember that it was Rachel Reynolds' challenge. And it might have been on the Scrap and Plan Facebook. It might have been, I don't remember exactly what it was on. I think that might have been it, but I'm not sure. So Rachel's challenge was a number challenge, and one of the things is that we needed to use 5 different kinds of embellishments, 4 pattern papers, and then 3 different alphas, 2 photos. And I don't remember if there was a 1 or not. There probably was, but I don't remember what it was. That's what it was. So apologize, Rachel, that if you're on, I don't remember when that was, and I forgot to write it down. It also could have been on a hop, like a Victoria Marie hop as well, too. But anyway, not hop, but challenge. So anyway, Rachel is the queen of mixed font titles, and I always admire that in her work. We do a collaboration. And we've changed what we're doing now, but as of January 1st, we're doing a collaboration together called Product Play. Last year, we did one called Work the Line, where we took an entire line. Each of us took the same line and then worked with it. And then this time, Product Play is we're each taking the same kind of element from our stash. So for January, it was wood veneer, and you can see that if you go onto my playlist and my channels, there's a Product Play There's product play playlist there. So anyway, back to this layout. I'm working on trying to get my title down using these fonts. Now, I honestly am not terribly in love with the green font that I'm going to use for the word concert. I always think that it's hard to read, but the color is so perfect for this that I decided to just use it anyway, no matter what. However, before I do that, I need to get this owl down, and that chipboard is so old that the glue is still not sticking, but that's also a good reminder that we really need to reinforce our chipboard with something other than just the glue with it, because it dries out. All right, so here I go. Putting down that second font. And I like how this turned out. I think I did an okay job here. Definitely out of my comfort zone, but that's why we do challenges, right? So thank you, Rachel. So I know she does watch my videos from time to time. So thank you, Rachel. Anyway, I do have that 4 down there to use that as my third font, but I am going to change my mind here. All right. There's my thickers rulers. I forget to use them sometimes. They're a new product for me. And, you know, I use my wax paper so often. You saw me do that before. But I have those rulers so that I don't have to keep using wax paper. And these are chipboard letters here, so I'm going to take the time to glue them all down. And I wasn't, sorry guys, I wasn't telling you the fonts and what they are here. So that green chipboard font that I'm using right now is from American Crafts. It is a Thickers chipboard font, and it's called Forest. The words Harvest Taste are also American Crafts Thickers, and they're the old vinyl letters. If you've been around for a while, you'll remember these. The font is called Daiquiri. They are a pain in the neck, though, because they don't stick very well. So after this is all done, I honestly go back and I do glue them down because otherwise they will fall off the page. So I decided to abandon that green font that I was going to use and grab my Jelly Bean Soup letter stickers, the alpha beans in organic orange, and that's what I do the 4K title from there. All right, now just to bring a little bit of that darkness up into all the clusters, I'm going to take the asterisks from the vinyl letters and add them into each of the clusters. And then in a couple of other spots too. And I like the way in the end this all turns out because I use that with some other asterisks and it just adds another dimension to the clusters. So now I've got a little vinyl in each of the clusters. I was thinking about figuring out how to use that asterisk there because I'm not loving the space between the 4K and the Harvest Taste. Now I probably could have put the 4K up higher, but then it wouldn't have been at the top of the H and that would have looked funny. So as I'm looking at this, I pull out another one of those vinyl or leatherette leaves there from Freckled Fawn, and that is the perfect thing for this. I'll use some of the green asterisks from the green chipboard alpha and a couple of enamel dots that you'll see, and my layout is done. Hope you're all well. I'll be back again soon. Bye.